know he's in that patch of grass, or that's where I left him. Oh, right there he is. That's him. But I think that's a time. Deer, baby. Let's freaking go. That's him. That's him. I mean, that swagger tore him up. But what a damn brute. I'm just at a loss. I really don't know what to say. Well, guys, let's try this again. I was coming out here trying to film an intro and heard a pack of coyotes howling right here behind my house. So I was trying to get a peg on where exactly they were at. Long story short, we're deer hunting this morning, and we are up early. And I mean, this is probably the earliest I've ever been up to go deer hunting in my life. It is 3:30 in the morning, and shooting light is roughly 6:50, 6:55, I think. I need to check and look and see what it is, but basically, we've got a deer, a good deer. The last 2 or 3 mornings, this buck has been in the afternoons coming into this field to stage, and then going into a kind of an isolated patch of oak trees. And he pretty much lives there all night long. Then he comes back out of those oak trees and kind of sort of stages back in that field until it starts to get a little daylight. Usually around like that 7:15 mark is when one of the last photos I'll have of him before he slips back off into his bedding area. Well, obviously I've not had an opportunity to really go in there and hunt him. 2 afternoons ago, I think I went in there and hunted, and the wind was just not great. And I knew the wind was going to be kind of finicky, and wound up only seeing 1 deer, and I believe that that's solely because of the wind. This morning, the wind is kind of blowing in that same exact direction, but it's slightly to the south. And the good thing about that is my oak trees are to the east. Their bedding is to the west, so that wind's kind of blowing straight down. Now, where I believe this deer is coming from, he will never get my wind as long as it is blowing to the south. And what that's going to allow me to do is, he's in those hardwoods feeding right now. My entry and exit out of this property, I think has been what has been killing me. But I think if I go in there early enough, this deer is still in feeding mode. He's going to be in them hardwoods at least for another 2 hours. I can get into the stand early, get set up, and then as that deer comes back by, he's probably going to come into the field, A, probably without me knowing, and B, way before shooting light. And hopefully he does his same thing where he just kind of mills around and stages in this area. And man, hopefully we get a shot at him. He's a good deer. Probably one of the better deer that we've ever hunted on the channel, if not the best. Pretty much dedicated my season to this deer so far. We got some decent deer elsewhere, but this is probably, in my opinion, the best opportunity to kill him. The wind's right, the weather's right. It's in the 60s, but in 2 days it's supposed to be 39 degrees, which is fantastic. It's October. Acorns are falling. These deer are getting ready to go into that October lull, so I'm really feeling good about going into this morning. I'm kind of delirious right now because me and Guffey was up coyote hunting last night, and I've not slept a lot. So we're going to go over here and see if we can get set up, try our best to not blow anything out, which I don't think we're going to, because I really believe that they're going to be in that patch of hardwoods feeding on acorns, and then we just need to get in there early enough so that everything settles and that they have enough time to kind of mill back through like nothing's going on, and hopefully we'll be sitting there waiting. So I'll see you guys in the tree, and I'll probably see you guys at shooting light, but we got a little bit of a set, so see you at shooting light. Alrighty guys, it is 6:22. We've got about just over 30 minutes before legal shooting light. I've heard some deer back behind me in this patch of acorn trees. I can hear them crunching acorns. It sounds like they fed a little bit back behind me, and I can't hear them anymore, so I don't know this other field, but it's still pretty dark, and it's a little cloudy. I think we have a good chance at this deer, but this wind has changed on me. The wind is now actually hitting me in my face and blowing back up the hill, which would be a perfect wind if they were in their bedding area. But I don't think that they are. So we've got, like I said, we've got about 30 minutes. It's 6:23, 6:24 now. Let's get nestled in, see if we can make something happen here in the next little bit. Guys, I just heard a deer jump the fence. Coming out of those hardwoods. I don't know what it is, though. Oh, right there's a deer. They're all the way back behind me. That's a buck. That's not him, though. I think that's one of the bucks he runs with, though. I don't think that's him. No, that ain't him. That's not him, but that's one of the bucks he runs with. Back up behind me a pretty good way. Not a pretty good ways, but they're probably 80 yards back up the hill. I mean, they're literally, gosh dang it. If that big deer comes from, I just heard another deer jump a fence. Can't tell where it is. That other buck's looking back. Again, I can't really spin too much. I'm scared they're gonna see me. There's a deer all the way up top. I see it walking on the other side of the fence. These deer are over you see the tree right here behind me, where my head is at. Those deer are about right there to y'all. They're on that fence line. They're milling around, feeding. I'm pretty sure that's another buck. I think that's the two younger bucks that he's running with. It's like a wider 8-point. And then like a real funky, like spike or 4-pointer. Still don't know what that was. I heard jump the fence back up on the other side. Let's see. There's a deer walking that hedgerow right there, way back behind me. Right there's a deer. No, that same one. That same one. Oh shit! Right there he is. That's him. That's it right there. He just jumped the fence. He's walking right at me. I don't know how far that is. Oh, and he's coming right at me. Here he comes. Here he comes. I don't know. I don't know how far that is. I think it pushes 40. He fell. He's back up. He's still in the field. I gotta try to recock this girl's boat. He's walking. Where is he walking? I just shot him. Oh my God. It's the biggest bug I've ever seen in my life. He's not dead though, he's just standing there. He's standing in that clump of grass. He's 97 yards. That's too far. He's going down. He bedded. He's bedding down. He didn't fall. What the shit? What the shit?
Oh, he was quartering to me. But I got a pass through. I can see my arrow. This deer bedded down right there. Oh, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. This deer was at 30 yards. I can't shoot that far. Why is he just bedding down right there? It don't make sense. Why? I can't stop shaking. Those other deer don't know what happened. I see him laying, but I don't know what's going on. He went over to that big stuff, and he was just standing there. I couldn't get him on film. He come in, just came in behind me. And I don't feel good about that shot. Why did he not die? God. He was quartering to me hard, but he smelled me. My wind changed and he looked up. There wasn't nothing I could do. He's bedded down. I can't get a shot at him. I just shot him. I don't know about the hit. He was quartering to me. He was quartering to me. And he was behind me. I couldn't get him on film. And he ran behind me towards the woods. And he fell, but then he got back up. And there's a big patch of grass. That's still tall in the field. And he bedded down. He didn't fall. He bedded. I can see him. His head's up. But I can't get another shot at him. He's too far. But I gotta pass through. My arrow passed through him. I don't know why he didn't die. I can see my arrow right there. But he didn't leave the field, and he fell. But he bedded down right there. give him a minute. And then I'm gonna see if I can get down. And I'm gonna try to go. I'm gonna try to walk maybe towards the woods in the hardwoods, and I'm gonna cross the hardwoods and just walk out through that field. Because there's no way that I can go the way I normally go without jumping that deer. I mean, he's got his head up right now. Shit. And he's bedded and he's 97. I can't shoot that far. He's on my right hand side. I'm just gonna try to watch him. I'm gonna try to watch him, and then I'm gonna get down if I can. He's facing away from me, like he walked into that grass, like facing away. So I might be able to get down and get behind these pine trees and leave without him spooking. There's another deer coming in the field. My arrow's back behind me. I'm gonna see if I can get. To it, just so I can see what type of shot. It was a full pass through, and he was facing me. And he's got to be hit back. That's the only thing it can be. Yeah, well, he's on the wood line, but he's in the field. But it's like there's a ditch right there that they can't bush hog. And he just walked into it and laid down. But he didn't fall. He put his front feet down first and then his back legs like he was getting in a bed. But there's no way I can walk by him on my normal path. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go into them hardwoods. That's the only way. I can't sock it because I can't sit here. And I don't want to walk up there and try to shoot him because I'm scared I'm gonna jump him. Let me get off here. See if I can figure something out. No. I think the best thing is to let me see if I can get down. I'm gonna leave my camera stuff up. See if I can get down. And then if I can get back to my truck, we can leave him there. We can leave him there for 2 or 3 hours and just let him be, you know? And then we can come back and we'll bring a damn gun, you know? And if we can see him from that top fence row, when we come back up, we're looking down on him. We can just shoot him if he's still there. He's still laying there. Let me see if I can get out of here. I'll text you, okay? Because I don't know what to do. There's no way I can get to that deer. He's 100 yards. But he's bedded down. I can't see nothing but his horns. Oh, he was quartering to me. And I gotta pass through. I had to hit him back. He had to be hit back. That's all it could be. just to see what type of blood it is. He's in a ditch, and I think I can get down low enough where he can't see me. I need to see that arrow because I don't know where I hit him. Gosh dang it. It's freaking cloudy this morning. It was freaking 10 minutes after 7. There should have been plenty enough daylight, man. I'm gonna leave the camera gear up and see if I can get down. Right there's my stand. This deer is bedded. Now about 150 yards on this other side. But I'm at my arrow. I shot him for 30. I don't know how far that is. It's 33. He was at 33 yards. But he come right around this ditch. There's a ditch right here. He come walking and he walked right around this. And he was kind of quartering to me like that. And he looked up. And I just put it right kind of in that little pocket. But I got a complete pass through. I'm just sitting on the ground right now trying to stay low. It smells like gut. That blood's real dark. There's not a lot of blood, it's more like liquid stuff. There's no way. That deer's definitely still alive. I don't know how he was quartering to me. I don't know how I got that pass through with where I was aiming. I had to hit him back. I had to hit behind the shoulder, and it ran out and run through gut. The only thing I can hope is that I hit a little bit of lung with it. That hard quartering to me. If I could have punctured a little lung and a little liver, I might be okay. Oh, I think I'm gonna throw up. He's bedded in that tall grass. And I've been down to that grass. That grass is about head tall. There's no way I could get a shot on him. I mean, we're in a 20-something foot ladder stand, and all we could see was his horns. There's no way I could see him right there. And I would jump him. If I tried. But he's right there. I don't know what happened. And I can't replay footage. I didn't have him on film. I didn't have him on film running away or the shot. The only thing I know I can do this fence right here is where they were jumping. They were coming to this corner. There's a bunch of acorn trees there. And they were coming to this corner and jumping. And I had some smaller deer back over in here, and this bigger deer, I guess it was the deer that I heard jump off to the side that I couldn't see him. But he was walking and feeding, browsing on those briars. But then he turned and just started walking right at me. And he walked around this ditch, and he was standing somewhere right in here. But he was quartering, pretty good. I guess more like that from where the stand is. I mean, I feel good about it being a pass-through, but that's good. That's dark blood. It's very dark blood. That's not good. I don't see anything. And see that swacker, the blade or nothing like that's bent. That makes me feel like I didn't hit any like big bone. Because a lot of times that arrow will go in and it'll hit that scapula, and sometimes it'll want to deflect if it's a steep angle. But a lot of times you'll have damage. I don't know what the freak to do. You gotta back out. I gotta back out. I can't see the deer. I couldn't see the deer from a 20-foot stand. I just heard something. It sounded like a deer jumping the fence. I don't feel confident walking down there trying to get another shot on that deer. This stuff is cut kind of tall and it's kind of loud. He bedded down in the same field that I shot him in, which tells me he might be hurt enough that he doesn't want to jump across that fence. If I give him enough time, he may die right there in his bed. I'm going to try to sneak out on this same trail that they came in on, because I can stay how this hill kind of rolls down pretty good. It's probably a 20-foot elevation drop, so I can just about walk right through here in front of me without that deer seeing me. I could barely see his tines whenever I got down. When I got down out of the stand, I could barely see his tines sticking up. So I know he didn't jump and spook while I was getting down out of the stand, which is a good thing. And he was still in the same position. It's not like he got up and moved around, so I feel like he's hurting. The arrow tells a different story, man. Let me see if I can get out of here and get back to the truck. And let me get home and just be patient. I think that's our best bet. When in doubt, back out. Guys, it's midday. That sun's getting ready to come out. I've got a spot that is probably 150 yards from him that I think I can see. So we're gonna try to crawl up there. I'm gonna gamble. I'm just gonna take one arrow. There's a spot where I can crawl and I think I can see down into that hole. But we're gonna have to, and we're just really and truly gonna have to take our time and just make sure we just be as nice, easy, and slow as possible. What I'm gonna try to do is get to where I can see where he bedded down, and hopefully one of three things happens. Well, not hopefully, but I mean, there's only one hopeful outcome, but there's three options to come with this. Either we see the deer still laying in his bed, still alive, at which point we're gonna back out and leave him, or we hopefully see the deer dead in his bed. Option three is we don't see the deer at all,
And if that's the case, I'll probably ease down to his bed, try to take a look at the blood, and then try to just better assess the situation. There's a chance if he did leave that bed, he probably, hopefully didn't go far before he bedded back down. So hopefully there's another bed within 100 yards and he's laying in it. So we're gonna go up here and see if we can find him. This is the biggest deer I've ever seen in my life. This one means a lot. I'm not even gonna try to sugarcoat it. We need to find this deer.
I tell you right now, the boys on the hunting public, they make this right here look a lot easier. It also helps if you have a cameraman, which I don't have. I've got probably 15 yards to go to get to this fence row. And I should be dang close to being able to see him. I know he's in that patch of grass, or that's where I left him, but I can't. I don't see his tines, which means his head isn't up right now, or he's not in the bed. I'll try to push up. See if I can let you guys see. So basically, alright, there's the tall patch of grass that deer went into. I think that deer is laying. He was laying somewhere right in there, but I can't see his tines. I don't know. I've got to try to gain a little elevation just to see if I can see something. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but I think that's a tine. Oh, I think that's a horn right there. I think his head's laying down. I can't see nothing but his horns. I'm gonna say I made it down. I made it down to about 40 yards. I'm 42 yards from him right now. And I lost it. I swear I seen a tine. Oh no, did he move? I lost him. No, right there it is. Freaking deer, baby. Let's freaking go. I got fire ants crawling all over me. I crossed straight through a freaking fire ant hill. I got fire ants in my shirt and on me. That freaking deer is dead, baby. Oh, I crawled. I freaking belly crawled this entire way. I got within 40 yards. I couldn't see him. Right there's the stand behind me.
that's him. That's him. Oh, he's dead. He's dead, baby. He's freaking dead. He's freaking dead. Let's go. Oh, my God. He died right there. Oh, my God. Look at the size of this deer. Holy smokes. He was trying to make it through this trail. Oh my God. Look at the size of this deer. Holy cow. I mean, just the length, the mass, the width. Oh, you can smell that gut. Look at the exit. Look at that exit hole right there. I mean, that swacker tore him up. But man, that made me nervous. I don't know where the entry hole is. Right behind the shoulder. I mean, that shows you how hard he was quartering. I mean, I hit that deer there, and it came out there. That's why he ran over here and bedded up. I bet we clipped this lung, hit stomach, and then got liver on the way out. But what a damn brute. Oh my God. We just killed the biggest deer I've ever seen in my life. Never, ever, ever have I had a deer this size on trail camera. Never seen a deer this big. And we killed him with a freaking bow. We killed him with a freaking bow. Holy smokes, I don't know what to do right now. Up there, God, still got fire ants biting me. This right here is the hedgerow that I crawled from. I come up on top of that hill and was looking at that hedgerow, looking down, but I couldn't see him because of all of this stuff right here. But there's a good lane right there, and that lines up perfect with my stand. And I belly crawled from there all the way down to that shadow, and I could see his rump, barely. And then all you could see was a little bit of his tine sticking up like that. And I sat there and I stared at it, and it didn't move for the longest time. And that dude is dead right there. The flies are already on this deer. This deer died. This deer had to have died within a couple minutes of me walking by. I mean, he was probably dead by the time I got back to the truck. But it's hot out here right now. It's like 85 degrees. Oh my gosh. Dude. I mean, the biggest deer I have ever seen. What have we just done? What have we just done? I've got to get these fire ants off of me, I can tell you that. I bet I've got 150 fire ant bites, but it's worth it. It was all worth it for that deer. Oh my God. I have no idea if y'all can see me or not. If I have to redo this outro, I'll redo it. I drug this deer out of that little bed and got him right here where I think you guys can see him. What an absolute just once in a lifetime deer. I may never in my life shoot a deer this big again. These are deer that you just dream of around here. I mean, this is just not a typical thing to see. And to do it with a bow and the drama that was associated with this thing, I bet I've got 120 fire ant bites all over my dang body. Deer coming in behind me. I mean, I literally waited for the perfect wind for him to do something consistent for a couple days straight to come in here and hunt him. And if he didn't just do almost the exact opposite of what I needed him to do, oh my gosh, dude. Like, yeah, I know you guys will want me to, fire ants. I know you guys want me to give some type of epic speech, but to be honest with you, I really don't know what to say. This is a once in a lifetime deer. This is a deer that I'll remember forever, and a deer that I'll be telling kids and grandkids and nieces and nephews and cousins and everybody about. And the fact that, you know, I know the footage wasn't that fantastic of the deer, or really any part of it, but man, when you get an opportunity to deer like this, you know, sometimes that self-filming goes to the wayside. That's an opportunity that I may never get again. But you want to talk about just a absolute brute. The mass, the character, absolutely everything about him is just top notch. I am so happy right now. I don't know what to say. It's 85 degrees out here. The flies are on him. I feel bad about that, so I want to try to keep it short and sweet. I don't know what to say that can explain the way that I feel right now. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me on my channel and watching what I got going on at Southern Extreme TV. Just a redneck kid from North Carolina that enjoys filming and hunting, and really and truly doesn't matter to me how big the animals are, but when you have an opportunity like this where you get to shoot a really, really big deer, these only come so often in a lifetime. When you're only blessed with so many of these opportunities in a lifetime, that you need to slow down and take advantage of it and really allow the moment to soak in, because this is one less moment that I'm going to have in my life. And if you look at it that way, everything becomes a lot brighter and everything becomes a lot more meaningful. I'm just at a loss. I really don't know what to say. I'm so happy you guys hung out with me on this channel and watched this video. If you're new to Southern Extreme TV, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to grow this thing to 100,000 subs. We've got over 20,000 right now, which is way beyond what I ever thought would happen. I didn't think people would want to watch what I've got going on, but it means the absolute world to me that you guys are hanging out with me and watching my stuff. What an awesome hunt. I'm going to end the video here, and I'm going to enjoy this moment. I'm going to take it in, and I'm going to try to remember this feeling right here for days to come, because this is a memory and a hunt and a deer of a lifetime, and I brought you guys along with it. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys on the next episode.